don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these rats. They be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he finds Stills complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. On first and goal, Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in. And
they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Right. Yellow. 12.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Smith. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Tannehill hands to Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
20!
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kevin Balaj. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal from inside the 5. They come up in an offset eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Akeem Hunt now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here come the Redskins now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good list. Orange.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. He finds an opening past the 40. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 23 yards on the play.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got red list.
They go play action here on first down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Regular. Set. Line 80. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
20.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they dropped him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Tannehill throwing again. And Amendola with a catch. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A Dolphin first down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot Danny Amendola. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 20. Go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Let's go. 30.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. 20.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go. Get set.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A pitch out to Drake. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Myers able to knock it through. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now Hunt on the return. Spins by. And some space here. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground with Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
15. Yellow.
Here's Smith, looking to throw on second down. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down. It's Thompson. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let him go, here we go. Tag. Hey. Tag.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 20.
Off play action, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And his first carry, he loses the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. So 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Double.
They run it here with Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Good blitz. Orange. Set. Fire, DD.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
12. Tiger. Hey, back up. Slot.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Right back to Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
30.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got room. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd and 10, Smith. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 23 yards on the play. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Play. Let's go.
Now a handoff for Drake. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go. Get set.
Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Smith. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Drake running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout.